Good evening,
on.
Acadiana. Welcome to another episode of
Higher Thought!
Exactly. We'd like you to
Yeah,
think.
I really got
Please,
into that one.
Really think.
So I'm trying to go full screen mode here. How's it going, Acadian? We missed you last week.
Yeah,
Duty calls. Duty.
Duty? Is that what you call it these
Well,
days?
it's kind of like some duty.
Yeah. Well, you do what you have to do to make sure the paycheck comes in.
No doubt, no doubt.
That's called adulting, I think.
It's adulting indeed. I'm trying to make this go full screen here. Let's see. Options. And yeah, you can bear with us, Acadian. Mo, you can give them the contact info, which of course we got Mo and Nade here. Shahid in the house.
What's up,
You
Big
know,
Daddy?
Keeping it real. We're keeping it live.
Keeping it real.
What's up? What's happening? What's happening? Yeah, it's a party at AOC. Come on down. You can call in 366-8950.
And when they ask for your extension, press number 1.
Press a number 1. We've got 2
Ain't
weeks.
no party like an AOC party, because an AOC party
Don't stop.
stop. Yeah.
Let's see. So how do I make that full screen?
I don't know, but it sure looks full screen-ish.
Oh, well. Yeah, so anyways, we've been busy guys.
Dude, out of control. Totally out of control.
Yeah, and we've got, so we haven't really done as much prepping or, when was our last show? Well, today's the 22nd.
Right, it was 2 weeks ago.
Okay, so let's see what has been going on in the last 2 weeks. So the 9th, would that be more than 2 weeks ago? The 8th was the last show we did.
Well, today's the 22th.
The 22th. Okay,
It is
so
the
2 weeks
22nd.
ago, I guess our last show was on the 8th.
Okay.
I'm thinking. So I'll start here on the 9th.
Ah.
What do we
Okay,
got?
well, are we going to jump into the sperm, or are we going to, you got something else you want to do first?
Well, if you want to jump in the sperm, usually the sperm jumps in something else, so I'm sure that the role reversal would be welcome.
We've been talking about manipulation of humanity. And
Well, we talk a lot of that because it's going on
And,
in many ways. Mind, body, soul.
the CRISPR technique of gene editing.
Rice CRISPR techniques instead of trees.
One of the ethical objections that many researchers had about using CRISPR on fertilized ovum is that you wouldn't be guaranteed that you got all the cells.
CRISPR kind of sounds like a dating site for really suntanned people.
Yeah, skin like rich Corinthian leather.
Yeah, there's a lot of people like
Yeah.
that, like in those beach places, So, but that's pretty, innovative.
Right. Well, their argument is that if you edit the sperm, when it fertilizes the egg, all of the cells afterwards will incorporate this modification. And their underlying or overt reason is to, for men who have genetically inheritable diseases, that they cut out that portion and replace it with a normal strand.
Okay.
So your offspring wouldn't inherit your whatever jacked up genetic defect that otherwise be subjected to.
Well, as far as offspring, what do you think of the band?
One or two good songs, other than that,
Which
Yeah.
actually, I think 311's latest single is an Offspring cover.
that do-
Yeah.
that would be totally appropriate.
I like 311. No,
They had one or two good songs.
Nah, man.
Yeah, man. They had one or two
You
good
just haven't
songs.
listened to 311 albums.
Uh,
So I got some stories going back.
stories? like
some
the
stories
ones my
here.
granny watched on the couch.
Well,
every
speaking of
afternoon.
grannies, they had a 90-year-old lady that got diagnosed with cancer, and instead of chemo, she's like, "F y'all, I'm taking my dog, and we're going camping, and just like gonna go live in nature."
Good for her.
And so she'll probably live longer than what she would have with the chemo.
Yeah, that stuff, it's wicked.
You just got to find your peace, folks. And I mean, like for instance, heavy metal makes you feel more positive emotions and actually helps you process anger, according to a study here. Metal science.
I would agree thoroughly. As an old punk rock, the music, the scene, it let you vent.
Yeah, they
the
say it's a great
aggressions.
outlet for being frustrated or angry, and it actually makes you feel really good.
Yep. We had our own small community,
Mm-hmm.
and people supported each other. But you go to the show, in the mosh pit, you let it out.
Another finding that fans who were made angry and then listened to heavy metal music did not increase their anger, but increased their positive emotions.
Wow.
Suggests that listening to extreme music represents a healthy and functional way of processing anger. Interesting.
Okay. Well, if you're talking extreme, that's when you're.
I mean, it's whatever metal I guess you're listening to and whatever your emotions are.
Right.
So it's just heavy metal. So maybe every now and again, you need to headbang it out.
That's right. Rock out with your sock out.
All right. And was it with an S? Let's see. The next one. Oh no. Louisiana woman found with meth in her vagina. A Louisiana woman, yes, 23 years old. Cute gal, but like how meth gets you. Like 23 years old.
Well, you only got a certain number of pockets, and
Well, she had some meth in her vagina and told the cops that it wasn't hers. And
Right.
She didn't know it was there, but
no, she didn't know it was there. No.
Well-
It might not have been hers, but she knew it was there.
they found meth when they did a body cavity search on a woman who claimed the drug wasn't hers and she didn't know how it got there.
See, I'm not buying that one.
Meth. I don't know why anybody would want to do that, really.
Look, it's better than keystering a cell phone.
Keystering a cell phone? What does that mean?
That means smuggling a cell phone into prison in your
like
butt.
through your prison pocket.
Yeah.
Oh, you're getting a call?
Don't know.
Well, it was big news a couple weeks ago. I got that Jeffrey Epstein once again tried to commit or did commit suicide. In a prison where they were watching him under suicide watch, and a lot of people are claiming that wasn't really a suicide, and they're blaming the Clintons and apparently the body was shown and it wasn't him. Like they compared. The different and so
That one-
they might have just gotten him out of prison, sent him to an island, and faked his death, kind of thing.
No, it's easier to kill them.
Yeah,
It
well,
really is.
they didn't want him to talk.
Because you don't have to do the maintenance. You don't have to keep the secrecy. You just
You
offer.
sound like you've done this before.
Prior planning prevents poor performance.
Well, that's true.
And the best way to keep a secret, especially for just a few people involved, is to only have one left alive.
Oh, that's a wordy one.
Yeah, well, it's true.
Yeah. Let's see. Jim Carrey. Hey, how about Jim Carrey? He's kind of a different kind of cat.
He's something.
He was like one of my heroes growing up, and now I guess like and a lot of people say he's kind of woke, and like he does say some profound things, but I think a lot of times he says like very disturbing things as well. That have really no. I don't know. Some of it I disagree with, I guess you could say. But, I've always liked Jim Carrey, and I think offers a unique perspective to pop culture.
Right. There are a couple of his movies that I really enjoyed, and then the rest of them, no bueno.
Well, and we were talking about elderly people earlier on. How about an elderly couple found dead in murder-suicide, left notes about issues paying for medical care?
Wow.
That's not good.
Well, Anthony Jeselnik has a whole bit about the murder-suicide and why he's for it.
Well, I mean, like the Kevorkian treatment or whatever they call
Yeah.
it, the assisted suicide. I mean, like, why should you have to suffer?
Right.
Why do you have to
shouldn't
prolong the
you shouldn't
suffering?
have to. If they say that all they're going to do for you is chemo or radiation or whatever, no, just give me enough dope and let me not feel the pain and ride it out till it's not any fun anymore, and then give me enough to pull the plug.
Right.
And
No doubt.
let me be the one to choose that I'm done. I mean, I've had a good ride, and it's time to call it off.
So the school started back.
Oh, yeah.
In God we trust. The motto is now to, by law, appear in every Louisiana public school this fall.
A principal, Kentucky just passed the same law, and a principal there, actually the particular district, what they did was they printed enlarged backs of dollar bills that have the "In God We Trust," and that's what was installed at all the schools.
Well, sure. Why not? That's basically.
Because in money, the system, God, whatever, no.
Our financial gods, right?
Yeah.
Let's see. We've got a CIA document confirms reality of humans with special abilities able to do impossible things.
Now, can you tell me what they call special abilities?
Let's see. More specifically, in regard to supernormal abilities, which include telepathy,
Yeah.
psychokinesis, and other phenomena that lie within. Pop up. Other phenomenon that lie within the realms of parapsychology.
Cool.
This is evident in ancient literature from the text, to Jesus, Moses, Muhammad, other people. Let's see. So, yeah, interesting. And I mean, it's like, hey, we got some Neos. Which, speaking of Neos, they got another Matrix coming.
This is the
Hell is
reboot?
this crap?
Oh my God. So, this is a complete reboot? It's a continuation?
No, actually,
It's,
I found out more. Like, I'm not sure, 100% sure what the plot line is, but I know that Keanu Reeves and Carrie-Anne Moss and Lana Wachowski is doing it.
Oh, okay, so it's going to be...
The original characters.
Okay, that's cool.
And so, but I'm not sure if they'll be passing the torch or if it'll be another version of the Matrix. I mean, I don't know the plot line,
Right.
and that hasn't really been leaked out.
And you remember towards the denouement of the final... No. Yeah, of the third film, where the Matrix resets itself.
Well, sure, and they've been through 7 versions of the Matrix, kind of like how the Anunnaki comes around every 3,600 years, and we've got it programmed into us that the end times are coming,
Well, they're always coming.
because the Anunnaki is coming, and Nibiru. So, another kind of conspiracy here is how our music is all wrong. The great 440 hertz conspiracy, and why all of our music is wrong.
Wait, all of our music is wrong, or the way of recording our music is wrong?
Basically, let's see. If music performances were to sound the same world over, some standardization was required. As early as 1885, the Music Commission of the Italian government declared that all instruments and orchestras should use a tuning fork that vibrated at 440 hertz. Okay. So, which was different from the original standard of 435 and the competing 432 used in France.
Okay, see, that's messed up. 435 and 432. Why not a nice round number? Like 440 or 420?
In 1953, a worldwide agreement was
420?
signed. Signatories declared that A on the piano was to be tuned exactly at 440 hertz. The frequency became standard. So blah 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 blah.
No, dude, standards rock.
Okay, so the radical among the A haters, the true frequency should be 528 hertz because it's the digital bioholographic precipitation crystallization, miraculous manifestation of diving frequency vibrations. I have no idea what that means.
But it sure was dazzling.
So basically, it says, and it's quoting the studies, the monopolization of the music industry features the imposed frequency that's herding populations into greater aggression, psychosocial agitation, and emotional distress, disposing people to physical illnesses and financial impositions, profiting the agents, agencies, and companies engaged in the monopoly.
I'd have to parse that one.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's very interesting stuff, you know,
No,
but
that-
it's part of our psychological manipulation,
Right.
which we talk about sometimes.
I mean,
That one does kind of make your head hurt, though.
yeah, like me, I'm personally a frugal person. I decline to participate in consumerism, as is the social norm. I will seek out the best quality per dollar item, track it down, buy that item, and then not engage in consumerist behavior except to eat food.
Sure, yeah, there's not a lot I need to buy.
It's just like, how much stuff do you need?
I don't need much stuff, you know. I mean,
I'm getting
I
rid of
collect
stuff.
some stuff, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, but
Well, it's like my Funko Pop Doctor Who's. What am I gonna do with them when I like hit the final downsize button? I've got to find another Whovian that's gonna give them a good home.
I mean, like, technically, we don't really need more than what we could travel with.
Right.
You know, I mean, and of course, it's nice to have a bed and a couch and a living area, all that TV, all that stuff, you know, but
Even TV, I can pass
I
on.
can give or take it, honestly. You know, I mean, I like having, like, a computer, because, I mean, like, and
Right.
technically, I have the computer because need to have it for work, or I need to have it for the show, you
Right.
know? And I mean, I have to like sit here and tape up my, you know, little video recorder of me, and you know, I got the microphone on so they can hear us. Hey, how's it going, CIA? You know,
Right.
You know, you got me on file, great. You know, I mean, I don't think they like sit here and like got people like listening in on
No,
us,
not
but
until we say something stupid.
right
And
until they
then-
need to build a case on
Right.
us.
And
you
then
know.
someone's gonna be a snitch.
You must comply.
Someone's gonna be a snitch. There's always a snitch. Just
Well.
remember, snitches, stitches, or ditches.
That's it.
Bitches.
But speaking of stitches, Medicaid to begin covering sex reassignment surgeries.
Okay.
In Illinois, at least.
Okay.
And it's already,
Well,
they've already
if-
passed that in a couple states.
Okay. Well, when you talk about Medicaid, you have the federal funding program.
Right.
And then states are given pretty wide latitude as to how those funds are used.
Pays for genital and breast related surgeries.
If you're transitioning, then that seems to be the state to live in.
But tax dollars paying for it.
Right. But
So if you fundamentally disagree with that and like that's where your money should be going.
I fundamentally disagree with sewers. I think we all each ought to have our own privy where you dig a hole that's about 10, 20 feet deep and you take a dump, and then at some point you move the outhouse over and put the soil back on top of the excrement. So I should not have to pay sewer tax. Nor should I have to pay drainage tax, especially in places where I don't live. I shouldn't have to pay the gasoline tax because there's plenty of roads and interstates in this state that I don't drive on. I don't have kids in the public school system, so why should my property tax pay for public schools? It's got nothing to do with me. I'm living my own life, minding my own business.
You make valid points.
Is it going to change? No, because that's the way the system's set up.
All right.
Welcome to America.
America!
America!
Speaking of America, how about, did
God,
you know?
I wish I had an alligator man, Florida man story for
Florida
this.
man. I probably got one in here somewhere. They're kind of scattered and they're not as organized tonight. Sorry, folks. But hey, we're still somewhat watchable, right? Even if you're watching us on the replay or you're about to change the channel because you know Wheel of Fortune's about to come on and that's more important to you than us. You know,
Wait,
we get it.
Wait, Wheel of Fortune's about to come on?
They come on at 6:30.
Oh, dude. Okay, we got to cut this short because I got stuff to do.
Well, Pat Sajak and old Vanna White. Vanna White
Hey,
was damn
Vanna
good.
White, she's holding up good. She's been turning the letters for.
I wonder if Pat's ever hit that.
I don't want. Dude, don't ruin it for me. Don't ruin it for me because once you make me think of it, it never goes out of my head. You perverted, sick.
Oh yeah, I'd like to buy a V.
Stop. You want to buy a V?
So, did you know that Bill Clinton was actually mentioned in the Epstein court documents hours before his suicide?
Right. Yeah, the
A
whole
lot of coincidences.
Epstein suicide thing is just so sketchy.
It's like, yeah.
I mean,
But the fact that like 99% of
I'm not
Americans are just
talking
like,
about-
yeah, right, he committed suicide.
I mean,
you know?
the guards went to sleep, and there was no surveillance.
Give us a
He'd
break.
been on suicide watch, but he was off. No, there's something totally.
This
sketchy.
is something you'll never hear in the mainstream media. The Dayton shooter, slain sister, was a transgender man. Okay.
The Dayton shooters
Slain sister. So he basically killed her.
He killed her.
Because like she was just coming. She was in the process of coming out.
Right. She used to be his brother.
Right.
Right.
So, well, no, she used to be, or he used to be his sister.
Oh, okay. So transitioning to a man.
Right.
Gotcha.
Mr. Bungle announced a reunion.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's
my.
only like it was only 3 dates first, and then they added a couple dates due to the popularity, and like it's basically just Los Angeles and New York City.
Oh
And
man, nothing in the South. I mean, I drive.
it's
to
just Los
Houston.
Angeles and New York City, man.
As
So-
much as I'd hate it, I'd probably drive to Atlanta.
Man, Mr. Bungle, and like the last time I remember, like I had an opportunity to go, but I was only like 14 or 15 years old or something like that, you know. And so it was like a school night, and my parents wouldn't let me go like to the House of Blues in New Orleans on a school night, you know,
'Cause
to
it
see
was a
Mr.
school
Bungle.
night.
And I was like, yeah, and that was the last opportunity I ever had.
Parents just don't
I
understand.
just don't understand.
Was that Will Smith? Parents just don't understand. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so, maybe. And if you know, Katie Ann, let us know.
Right.
Illinois has passed a law that guarantees the history and contributions of LGBTQ LMNOP people are taught in state public schools.
That's cool.
Yeah.
MOUSC.
A lot of letters to say. I mean, just like get a word or an acronym.
Well,
you know, like where's the acronyms?
LGBTQ.
That is an acronym.
It is, but it
But,
doesn't
like,
roll off.
condense.
It doesn't roll off the tongue.
Like Lagbutica or something. You know, like get a word, make it a word. You know, get all your different
Don't make anything lag but to cut a
or
word.
whatever. I mean, like let's make a word out of it. You know, that way it's easier for people to say without like saying like half of the alphabet.
Right. And it's all consonants. That's the problem.
Yeah, well, let's see. IMDb.
UMDB?
IMDb?
Oh,
the movie
right.
thing? They finally allowed trans actors to remove their dead name. Which I thought was
good.
kind of messed up that like they had that in the first place. Like if that's their Hollywood trans name, then
If
like,
that's their
why wouldn't they be
name.
able to have their Hollywood name?
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I saw the same thing as far as like, you know, Facebook I think was giving crap to wrestlers, professional wrestlers, because they have the alter personas,
Right.
you know, and like they're misrepresenting themselves online.
Right.
Like, come on, give me a break. It's their character.
Right. I'm Mighty Mo.
they talk trash.
Mighty Mo.
They talk trash about the other wrestlers.
week in the ring. Oh!
Speaking of which, we've got 7 dudes that you're gonna see
7 dudes what?
at any summer cookout. These are the dudes.
Oh, okay. At a summer cookout. Okay. I'm just like, wait.
This is a cool article.
Okay.
I thought it was pretty
Go
fun.
ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
It is BuzzFeed here. So, number 1, there's the grill dude.
Hey, grill dudes rock.
He's the king of the castle, pretty much, right?
And he's flinging meat my direction. So.
You like it when the grill dude flings meat at your direction.
Right.
There's the grill adjacent dudes.
Right. Well, they got to talk about seasoning and flipping and temperature and
Right.
right.
Let's see.
And drink beer.
Nodding attentively and occasionally spouting off advice they got from some cooking show on TV. The lawn game dude.
The lawn
Like playing
game.
horseshoes
Oh,
or
okay.
bocce ball or whatever. Rematch.
Right. I got you. I got you.
Okay, yeah, this is the barbecue people.
Jarts.
The anyone need a drink dude? The fire pit dude.
Yeah. The fire pit. Dude.
Even though it's 80 degrees out, but this dude really wants to get the fire going.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, there's something about a fire, man, and it keeps the bugs away.
Yeah, that's true. The music dude. Where's your auxiliary cord, man?
Oh, okay. No, I thought you were talking about the dude that wanted to play those.
Well, they got the guy with the
No,
acoustic,
but
probably.
that tin pan thumb drum thing. You know what I'm talking about?
No, the
Just
guy that's looking to plug in his like Spotify or his phone into the room stereo. and-
Right, I got you.
Where's your aux cord, man? The dog dude.
Okay, well I'm gonna.
Best kind of
end up-
dude is one who's a dog. You can refer to him as good boy. That's it. All right. Let's see. Ooh, WWE.
Man, I missed the.
Yeah, you didn't make it to the SummerSlam.
Well, I had kid-related issues.
Well, they were supposed to come to the Cajun Dome. Let's see. The date was August 23rd, so that was going to be tomorrow.
Right.
So they were supposed to be coming to the Cajun Dome, but they canceled the event because, like, basically their ticket sales have gotten so low that they postponed it until January.
Wow.
Yeah, and you know, last time they had Monday Night Raw at the Cajun Dome, it didn't get a great response from the crowd. You know, and it was multi-directional. Like the crowd
Right.
sucked, but the show sucked too. You know,
I
so.
was about to say, have we hit peak wrestling?
Well, here's the thing: is that Fox recently, just got SmackDown. And
Right.
so they are going to be SmackDown is going to be on Friday. Well, let's start from the beginning of the week. We got Monday Night Raw on Monday,
Oh, duh.
which is a staple. It's been
Yeah.
there nearly 25 years. Then on Wednesday night, and this is the big news here.
Right.
Wednesday night is going to be AEW, which is the new wrestling company. AEW, All Elite Wrestling, I think.
All Elite Wrestling.
And it's like supposed to be a big competitor against the WWE.
Oh, I thought it was going to be a farm team.
Well, it's kind of like a farm. It's got a lot of the former people from WWE, like Chris Jericho. I don't
Right.
know.
I know the name.
Cody Rhodes, who's Dusty Rhodes' kid.
Oh, I did not know that.
Let's see, like a bunch of the good people from New Japan Wrestling, and you know, it's got a lot of young talent as well. They've got the first like transgender wrestler who's like this, like basically big woman that like beats up all the tiny Chinese chicks. Anyways, so that's gonna be like the big, and it's gonna be on TNT, which was like what WCW used to be on when wrestling was the #1 show on television.
Right. It sounds to me like they're gonna tank.
Well, here's the thing: WWE decided to make their minor leagues NXT.
Right.
They're going to put them on USA against AEW on Wednesday nights.
Wow.
And then SmackDown's moving to Fox, like on network TV, on Friday nights.
Wait. Okay. So they're gonna have SmackDown on Friday on Fox.
Yeah. So
Okay.
Monday Night Raw.
Right.
And then we're talking WWE. AEW's Wednesdays.
Oh, I like it.
Okay.
Raw.
So Monday's Raw.
Right.
Wednesday is NXT, which is the minor leagues, all
Right.
different people.
Right.
Then Friday is SmackDown on
Right.
Fox National TV.
Right.
And then Sundays, once a month, they have a pay-per-view.
Sundays.
Sunday.
Once a month, they have a pay-per-view.
But their numbers, like as far as their ratings and their ticket sales, have been.
I'm about to say they're.
And I think a lot of it is, and like they are like spicing up the content a little
Right.
bit, and it's like kind of getting spicier. Like they've got some crazy characters, like Bray Wyatt's doing some wild stuff right now. Like his character is kind of like a demon. Like he was kind of like this demon cult leader kind of thing, but then like I guess he kind of had like a rebirth and everything, and he does like this Pee Wee Herman type show, but he's still got this dark evil demon like within him, and he's the Fiend. And so like he's got this multi-personality character and shit. And, it's very interesting. But the demon Fiend comes out, and
That's cool.
but like the
That's-
dude's got the gift of gab, and he speaks like a cult leader almost, you know.
Cool.
So like it's kind of just they got some good stuff going, but it's just like I think they oversaturating the market to a certain degree.
Right.
You know, they're making another Dolomite with Eddie Murphy.
Oh, Jesus Christ. It's time for Eddie Murphy to go home and just go
Eddie
to
Murphy
bed.
hadn't done anything in a while. I like
He's-
Eddie Murphy.
I like Eddie Murphy. I love
I mean, he got
Eddie
it played
Murphy.
out after he did like
It's
the
just-
whole like Nutty Professor, and like it was just like Eddie Murphy, and I was just like, okay, and chill out.
He was a caricature of himself.
He does good impressions and voices, and he's funny, and
Yeah. I'm not saying he's not
I
funny.
like Eddie Murphy.
I'm just saying that after a bit, it got tedious.
see, article about tattoos. Are we interested?
Okay. Yay or nay?
I'm voting nay. It's like one of those you got to read through, and it's got like a little
no,
thing.
No, not if it involves.
Yeah, I mean, we got a TV show to do here.
Right.
How much time we got left? About like 23 minutes. Let's see. So, and plus, I don't have a tattoo. Do you?
No.
So why do we care? Okay, how about this one? Oh, always say it. Her 9-month-old refused to take her bottle. That's when she found her formula's fake. So apparently, somebody was playing a prank. You know, like how people were going and licking the ice cream and doing all this stuff, but
Right.
they replaced the baby formula. And like, let's see, with what they replaced it with.
Flour.
With flour. And returned the product for cash.
That's fucked up.
And so the baby got
No.
sick.
No, that's just so wrong. That's so totally
That's what the
wrong.
society we live in. You know, so they're basically what's going to happen is they're going to have to change all these laws as far as like sealing the food and
Right. Well, I mean, formula, even dry formula, had a seal.
right.
It did.
So
I
you
know,
would think
'cause
that they would
I've-
need to check that before they like
Right,
make an
for-
exchange.
right.
Like you open the container.
One would think.
Unless you like have a way of learning how to seal it back on,
Yeah.
which some people are crafty like that.
Some people are crafty.
So how about this? Women who was genetically a man, okay, gives birth to twins after doctor grew her a womb. Damn.
Boy, talk about taking the long way around.
So a woman who is genetically a man gives birth to twins after her doctors grew her a womb. Wow. So I wonder if her husband was a woman before.
Dude, that one is just so.
It's confusing.
Yeah.
I mean, I've heard this one before. It's a joke, of course. There's 32 genders, right? Male, female, and 30 types of queer.
That's so wrong.
It's a joke, folks.
It's
It's a joke.
just so wrong.
Nobody's watching. It's all good. Let's see.
Yeah, you, me, and a couple of people that love us.
Saints made a deal with the state.
Oh,
$450 million Superdome upgrade plan will keep the Saints in the city for 30 years. I'd say that's worth it.
450
Over 30 years, $15 million a year for the
Right.
state to pay to keep the Saints. I'll take that. I mean, it's worth it for the morale of the state, you know?
Right.
I mean, like, it keeps us like the worst state in the country, you know, and like we're cool with it because we got the Saints. We're just and Bourbon Street and alcohol and party time.
Party time.
Did you hear about Andy Dick getting knocked out in New Orleans?
I did read about that.
Yeah, he got punched in the face and
Some dude didn't like his set, came outside, punched him in the grill.
Let's see.
I'm trying to find the article I had about the fish with two mouths.
Fish with two mouths.
Two mouths. They pulled this fish.
Kind of reminds me of your mom a little bit, you know, like as far as the smell and, you know, I'm just gonna let it go. I'll let it go. Sorry. Petition to name street
there it
outside
is.
Trump Tower after Obama gains momentum.
Good. Okay, so of course we don't have any way to put this up on screen. So anyway, a woman in upstate New York made what some are calling the catch of a lifetime when she reeled in a fish that appears to have two mouths. When the photo was uploaded to Facebook, it went viral, blah, blah, blah. But basically, what the hell is in the water in New York State that causes fish to have two mouths? I mean, is that fluoride? Is that all the pharmaceuticals going through your body and then into the ecosystem? And
Did
now
the forefathers of this country not warn us?
we
of
got
this?
gay frogs.
We gotta take the power back. We got double mouth fish. We've got gay frogs.
Right.
Apparently.
Apparently.
How about this one? What's in our water? Louisiana has the nation's highest rate of ADHD diagnosis among
for true?
kids. Yep.
Man.
So, this is according to some research here. That
Thank God for research.
but basically they have the highest variation from the national average at 4.6. Okay, statistics.
Right. Numbers, math.
6.9% of children are receiving behavioral therapy to treat ADHD, while 61.7% are being treated only with medication.
Right.
About 21% received both.
I got behavioral therapy.
Okay, here's some of the highlights. Highest diagnosis rate at 11%. The highest variation from the national average, with Baton Rouge at 11.6%, New Orleans at 10.5%. Louisiana also has the highest medication-only treatment rate of 61.7%.
Damn.
Georgia at 8.3 per 100 members, and South Carolina 8.2 have high diagnosis rates. Okay, so I don't care about those states.
No.
But still.
Well, quality health care for all.
Yeah. Good study, I suppose.
Yeah.
And I mean, like, I guess some kids maybe need it. I mean, it's just like maybe it's not necessarily the kid that's wrong with them, it's the structure around them, you know?
Oh,
We're trying to build a prison. We're trying to build a prison
no, I totally buy that.
for you and me to live in.
I mean, structural imbalances.
You know, our hertz
self-
of our music is all off, and let's see. There has
There has been.
I started a story, but then okay, F you.
Well,
I don't want to
click
read your story anymore.
it. Click it again. See what happens.
Okay, Wendy's district manager criticized Massachusetts town in email to dissatisfied customer. So they were talking trash about the town in response to a dissatisfied customer. Like, it's the town.
It's the
Don't blame us. It's this crappy town.
Yeah.
We can't hire anybody good.
Right, because it's a crappy town. Yeah. Well, welcome to America.
Let's see. Oh, these are always fun. 32 extremely stupid people who will make you feel like a genius no matter what.
Cool.
Let's see.
I'm glad I sit by you. Go ahead.
Let's see. That it was World War One and World War Two, not World War One and World War Two.
What?
Okay. It wasn't. I don't know what that means.
I don't either.
Do people say War?
War?
War instead of World War?
I've not heard that.
But
But then again, people say some stupid stuff.
some people see on their
Some people
if they
actually
worked
think.
7.8 hours, it does not mean you're getting paid for 7 hours and 80 minutes.
Oh, Jesus Christ. You cannot be that daft, people, and allowed to breed anyway.
This is kind of stupid. I spent 30 minutes explaining to my mother-in-law why she can't connect her tablet to her home Wi-Fi while she's at work.
Sorry. Yeah, that's funny. That's
My
funny.
mom wanted to design a business card on her computer. I first had to explain to her what a cursor was over the phone.
Oh, woo. Yeah.
A woman called to complain that her newly poured driveway wasn't shiny anymore, since it dried. Some of these are bad.
Oh, man. Some people are daft.
Let's skip over this. Okay, moving on. What do we got? About 12, 13 minutes. Let's see. Oh, surveys. I like surveys, studies.
Survey says.
Ooh, this was a good survey. Underwear company says only 45% of Americans, or actually 45% of Americans, it's not only, 45% of Americans wear underwear 2 days or longer. Ew. Don't lie, America. Don't lie, Katie. You know you wear your underwear more than a couple days sometimes. You got some gutter butter down there.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh.
Fuck.
Like when you go to the bathroom and you're like, ooh, ooh.
Stop. Jesus Christ, just stop it.
Well, I mean,
Gutter
45% of Americans, they wear their underwear for a couple days.
I just don't have that.
That means you only shower every couple days. Which, I mean, I don't shower every day.
Right, there are
I'm
days-
probably
there
a
are
4 to
days
5 day.
Right.
4 or 5 day a week kind of person.
There are days I skip.
Yeah, well, I mean,
Especially if
I didn't sweat today.
If I hit the snooze button once too many times.
Right. Well, it depends on if you're a morning or a night shower kind of person.
Right.
I mean, you always got to shower after a mow.
Oh, absolutely.
After a mow, it's just like,
Absolutely.
oh, okay,
You
I got to get all
you gotta
grass
get
and
the
sweat.
pollen and
Yeah.
all that crap. Yeah.
So some other shocking results from this study. 13% say they wear the same pair of underwear for a week or more.
Oh, now that's nasty.
13%.
That's nasty.
Men are more likely to
You
wear
nasty.
Men are more likely to do that than women.
Dude, you
Well, I mean, of
nasty-
course, that would become like a can of tuna down there.
Jesus Christ.
Let's see,
Stop.
46% of those surveyed had owned a pair of underwear for a year or more. 38% say they have no idea how long they've had the same underwear. Well, I don't really know how long I've had some pairs until it gets holes, and then once it gets holes, then I throw it away.
Right.
Or it starts to tear from the little waistband.
Right. Okay.
All right.
The travails of people in their underwear.
Let's see, what do we have here? It looks like some kind of spiritual awakening type article.
Oh,
8
well.
things people don't realize they're doing because they're highly awakened. Well, this is things that we do on this show. How do you know?
Wait, does that mean they're woke?
We woke. Hashtag woke.
Woke.
So, we question everything.
Duh.
Yep. They're
Duh.
aware of that ability.
What?
Well, of course we're aware of that ability.
Oh, yeah.
They're very empathetic.
I don't know about that part.
I am.
I mean, I understand.
You gotta have a little
But
yin and
I
yang here.
there are times you just can't work up
They
the energy to
find,
give
well,
a
I mean,
F.
you can walk a mile in a shoe.
Right.
They find reasons behind everything. They trust their intuition,
Yeah.
believe in the universe, and to a certain degree, kind of.
The universe
Well, it's just like everything happens for a reason, kind of thing.
does it. Okay. Yeah.
They delve into deeper thoughts.
Good.
They need more time alone.
Yes, absolutely.
Well, I mean, because as an empath, you are sensitive to energies, and you take on all this energy all day, and you give out your good energy, and you got to recharge by yourself with your dog or
Right.
your cat or whatever.
Right. Oh, no. Both dog and cat. Click the fan on an extra speed.
Here we go. Our audience will like this. Maybe 17 jokes only smart people will appreciate.
Whoop, whoop. All for you.
A photon is going through airport security. The TSA agent asks if he has any luggage. The photon says, no, I'm traveling
I'm
light.
traveling light. Yeah. Ah.
Pretentious, moi? I don't know what that means. It's
Right.
funny because only a pretentious person whose
Would
daily
say
life
moi.
doesn't require French would actually say moi and mean
Yeah.
it. Okay. Logician's wife is having a baby. The doctor immediately hands the newborn to the dad. The wife says, is it a boy or a girl? The logician says yes.
Yes. That's good.
How can you tell the difference between a chemist and a plumber? Ask them to pronounce unionized.
Yeah.
2 women walk into a bar and talk about the Bechdel test.
The what?
Bechdel test? I don't know that test.
2 women walk into a bar.
Is a measure of gender equality in the media.
Okay.
That's kind of dumb. All right, heard about a new band called 1023 MB? They haven't got any gigs yet.
10
Megabytes.
Oh,
They haven't got any gigs yet.
yeah. Oh, gotcha.
Boo.
Gotcha. Boo.
Boo, you lost me on that
I'm a
one.
geek.
Next. All right.
Because you got to be 1028. Yeah.
Let's see. 25 words. Oh, another list, huh? That you don't know. That don't mean what you think they do.
Oh, good.
Barter doesn't mean haggle.
No. Barter means to exchange items of agreed upon value.
Depreciate doesn't mean deprecate.
Right.
Dilemma doesn't mean quandary. Okay, yeah, you lost me already.
Oh, right. Too many thinky, wordy things.
It
It doesn't make for riveting TV.
Well, this one, yeah, that one won't make for riveting TV, too.
Dude, the last time I saw riveting TV, no, I'm not going to talk about it.
Ooh, a gentleman's guide to getting out of a conversation.
Really?
Yeah.
As opposed to, dude, talk to you in a second. I got to go take a leak.
Well, that's one of the things you could probably do. Let's see. So,
Number 1, excuse yourself to the bathroom.
Yeah, I'm having to
That
read
no
into
bullet
it.
points? Oh,
No,
man.
come on, articles.
Dude, give us bullet points. That's bullshit.
All right,
stuff.
yeah, that one I already kind of went through and saw that one was kind of BS.
Right.
Oh, did you hear about TED Talks? They have aligned with Monsanto, halting any talks about GMOs, food as medicine, or natural healing.
That's sad that Ted has sold out.
Yep, it
I'm
happened
sure it's
eventually.
sweet,
Everybody does.
sweet cash, but you know what? No.
We were starting to hear about the loss of Kathleen Blanco.
Yep, Mama is gone.
Yeah, I actually delivered pizza to her one time, and she gave me like a $10 tip.
She was the one governor that brought the teachers up to the Southern average. And it held for a short while and then started to slide back down the scale.
Let's see, more and more people are ghosting the companies on job interviews than in previous times. You know, because they're not interested in the company.
Right.
And as much as, like, you know, the company isn't interested in the person. Let's see. Oh, did you hear about who was it that said this? That said recommended federal program recommends we keep our house at 78 degrees. You must not live in South Louisiana.
Oh, that's the people that talk about energy efficiency, right?
And something like that. Did you know it was the 100-year anniversary of Evangeline made bread? That's my favorite bread.
Okay, we had an Evangeline thing in Baton Rouge, just down the road from the shop.
Evangeline made bread is a dang good bread.
It's nice, soft, white bread.
I've always enjoyed bunny bread too. Like I think it's just different bread companies around different regions, pretty
Right.
much. So you keep the bread fresh.
I just don't eat white bread.
Oh, racist.
No, it's just it gets bad quick.
I know it does, and so I'll end up eating I get the small little loaf.
Get the smallest
and even
loaf
the small loaf,
can.
I get like half of it, and ends up going bad because I don't eat enough of it.
Right.
Sony got out of their deal with Marvel, and so Spider-Man now is no longer going to be in the MCU, and they're going to probably put Spider-Man in the Venom movie and do all the Sony stuff.
Okay, well, Spider-Man, I think, is a strong enough character
It's a big
to
franchise.
carry multiple story arcs.
But Disney made it a profitable movie because Sony has kind of botched some of the Spider-Man franchise, with the Andrew Garfield Spider-Man.
Right.
So
Good point.
and Disney kind of made it into hey, $1 billion on this last movie. Speaking of movie news, we got another Matrix 4 coming out with Neo and Trinity, and it's gonna have Lana Wachowski directing it, and oh my.
No Lawrence Fishburne Jr.?
Well, I mean, I would imagine he would be. I don't see why he wouldn't. He's in John Wick, so.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Where?
He's the bird guy.
Oh, duh,
Yeah.
yeah. Oh, I'm such a dipstick. Did you see John Wick 3?
I have not yet. I want to.
John Wick 3.
Is it almost out on DV Dizzle? I would hope so.
It was streaming briefly.
So there's been
Kind
big
of like
debates.
water down your leg.
Big debates about the best chicken sandwich because, oh my God, that new Popeyes chicken sandwich is to die for.
It is
It is
banging.
really, really
It is
good. So
banging.
Chick-fil-A and Popeyes are kind of having this Twitter war about, who's the best chicken sandwich. And then, Wendy's is like, hey, what's up? We got a good one too.
Oh, yeah. Wendy's, especially, they're spicy.
The spicy chicken sandwich, and the Popeyes is a spicy one
Oh,
too.
yeah.
So, and it's just got a really good bun, and I almost think that they overtook Chick-fil-A. I like Chick-fil-A now. Don't get me wrong.
I'm just not down with Chick-fil-A.
I like it.
I mean, people are allowed to have their desire to spend their proceeds in whatever fashion they seem fit. Mm-hmm. And I, as a consumer, have the same right to not spend my money with people who
I think it's
fund
tasty chicken.
things.
Did you know that well, you probably know now because I told you earlier that the Borden's here in Lafayette, kind of over there by Blue Moon, is the last Borden's ice cream shop in the United States.
I think that's
I did not know
crazy.
that.
I think that's crazy.
It's very cool, though.
I know. I love Borden's ice cream. That fresh made stuff, not the crap you get in the grocery store.
Ooh, naughty elderly people. 5 elderly men. 85-year-old woman arrested in public for public sex in Connecticut Park. So 5 men and 1 woman doing a granny gangbang
Oh, God.
in Connecticut.
Stop.
Wow.
Okay. Thank God my stomach has finally settled down.
New Orleans is in the Little League World Series, and they've won
Yep.
3 in a row, and they're moving on. Let's see. Oh, man, this guy.
Oh,
One-
this year, there's no teenagers.
1 man, 3 secret wives. New Orleans police is searching for a bigamist who basically was married to more than one person at once, and none of them knew that like he had other wives. Like, why would you want to get married like
No.
that many times?
No.
Like, are you in for
No,
punishment?
just get you.
So we don't know if the show's almost over. It probably is because I got 56.
I've
So
got,
we're probably still streaming, but
Yeah, 56, right? We got two tree minutes.
No, that means the time is over. We ended at 56.
Oh, well,
So we're
we're
still
going to
streaming.
keep talking just in case because we love you.
Yeah, well, I mean, we're done streaming. I think we could probably. You know what I need to do? You know what I need to do?
What do you need?
Is I need to pull up the damn stream on the stream right here. That way we can get comments going
we can
online,
watch our
and we can
stream
take
while we're
comments,
streaming.
See the stream while we stream.
Right.
And then we can stream all over everybody.
Stop. You sick puppy.
Oh no!
All
I
right,
mean,
let's call it.
so yeah. Thanks for watching,
Deuces.
the few of yous.